Hello, guys, and welcome to another OU team. And this is the name of the team. It's called the Regieleki Anti-Counter Team. So, as the name suggests, what this team does is tries to sweep through Regieleki or through Hawlucha, and we try to take out its counters. So, how this works is when we usually use a Regieleki, it's mostly the ground types that like pop in, right? Like Landorus and Mamoswine and Nidoking, and there's this also, what do you call it, this other ground type Hippowdon, and there's Excadrill. There's a lot of like ground type mons in this like that, including Garchomp. So we bring in the Urshifu to threaten them out, except the Garchomp, for which we have Mandibuzz. So we bring in the Urshifu, so they bring in their, say, Landorus, and we click U-turn because whenever they see this Urshifu, they bring on the Toxapex or I don't know, something like a Mandibuzz, but mostly a Toxapex if they do have a Toxapex. So you just click U-turn and bring in your Hawlucha. And the moment you get your Hawlucha in with the Unburden and Electric Seed, you can set up a substitute, you can Swords Dance up, and then you can just deal insane damage with this. The only thing that it gets stopped by is a Zapdos. Like the Zapdos is the only problem that this Hawlucha faces. You could give it Stone Edge instead, and it does, and a +2 Stone Edge like knocks it out. But I much rather have the substitute, and in the matches with the Zapdos, I don't just U-turn out into the Hawlucha, I try to play around it and weaken Zapdos to around 40%, where a plus two Acrobatics just knocks it out. So that is how this team works. It's pretty simple, it's absolutely straightforward. Lead off with Koko, like mostly you can taunt and set up the dual screens with the light clear. You do that, and that's why we run max speed to outspeed all those other annoying ones. And then you U-turn out to say like Mandibuzz or something like Urshifu. It depends on the situation. Mandibuzz acts as a nice punch. We don't really have a specially defensive mon on this team. Like we don't have a special defense tank, as you have seen. We have Mandibuzz because there are a lot of physical threats. I believe there are a lot more physical threats except for Magiana and Volcarona. So these are the two biggest threats on my opponent's team. But then they do not take choice specs rising voltage. So what you have to do is make sure that they don't set up till you get rid of the ground types with either Urshifu or the Hawlucha. So even if they do set up, I have an emergency mon in Avalugg, which does have sturdy plus heavy duty boots, so it can roar it out. I mean, it'll take 99%, sure, yeah, but it does give you a shot at it, so you can roar it out. So that is the reason why we have Avalugg, because of sturdy and heavy duty boots, essentially being a focus sash that you can't break. You can roar them out. You have like Toxic for those annoying ones like Mandibuzz or I don't know, Rillaboom. It can also check Rillaboom and other physically offensive mons. So it does well against a lot of mons. It can even take care of Landorus, just in case it has Stone Edge for the Mandibuzz. This thing has insane defenses. Look at this, 400 HP with 500 defense. So you have Roar and Body Press. Body Press is like, so you can do something, I guess. You could give it Avalanche, but I like Body Press more. So I just put it out there because it comes off a bigger stat and you have Recover. So that's about it. That's the team. And we'll be looking into battles. We'll be doing a lot of battles with this team. We've reached almost 1500 with this in a day. So I guess it's not that bad, but yeah, I'm not a great team builder, but I do like to have these fun strategies because I think Regieleki is a fantastic mon with 300 special attack and with Transistor giving it a 50% boost. So you effectively have a 450 special attack stat, which gets further boosted by choice specs, So that's almost like 675. That's 675, and then you have these stab moves. And Rising Voltage is just insanely powerful. 2H KOs of Blissey. So yeah, we're going to be testing another. We need a Pseudo Hazer on this team because this team struggles with Magiana, Volcarona, stuff like that. I can apply a lot of offensive pressure, but if it sets up, it's going to be a huge problem. So I have to sack him on, bring in Avalugg with the sturdy and the heavy duty boots and roar it out. That's like the only thing I can really do. So I could use priority, but then Magiana, I cannot deal with Magiana. That is single-handedly the biggest problem for this team. So he has a ground type, which makes my Regieleki not the most effective, but then I can always switch out and bring in Urshifu. So Urshifu looks great this match, even with the Buzz hole. So he's probably gonna lead off with the crook, right? He's gonna lead off with the crook, but I don't care. I'm just gonna bring my boy in, the Koko. So actually, what do we let him spike up? No, we don't let him spike up. So I mean, we can let him spike up. Koko is more important, so he can stealth rocks or spikes, whatever. So you go for the lead seed, which is fine by me. And now what I can do is, do I need the light screen? I don't really need the light screen, so I'll bring in my Regieleki and go for the rising voltage. Even if he brings in the crook, it's fine. I can bring in my... He doesn't have a dangerous setup sweeper, so I can just... Oh, he stays in. Right, so he thinks that he can take it. So now he has to bring in the crook, right? He has to bring in the crook. There's no way he's staying in. There's no way he's staying in on this. You cannot be staying in on this. Exactly my thoughts. Surging strikes will not take out the Ferrothorn from this range. So I'm just gonna U-turn first. U-turn on the Buzzy. The Buzzy. What's up, Buzzy? And I bring in my... does he have Toxic though? So I'll just scout for the Toxic. I assume he wouldn't have it, but then I'm just gonna scout for the Toxic. Because I have massive defense, 280, and with the reflect it's at 420, so I can easily take an Ice Punch after this. This is how it works basically. Yup, so he had the Toxic and he got rid of that. Do we keep our sub or do we go for the Sword Stance? I think we go for the Sword Stance, yeah, and he forfeits. So that's the first win, boys, with this team. And we're nearing the like 1400s now. And like I said, this is how this whole strategy works. If they have a ground type, the whole strategy of this is to lure in the ground type so that we can bring in Regieleki, switch out to Urshifu, and U-turn out to Hawlucha. And we've been doing it consistently. So this guy doesn't even have a... He doesn't even have a... What do you call it? He doesn't have a... a resist. So I'm just gonna U-turn out in case he stays in. Alright, he brings in the Grimmsnarl and I'm gonna wreck you, boy, with the rising voltage. The only thing he can do is bring in the... That's not gonna save you. The only thing he can do is bring in the Rillaboom for the... He doesn't have a Blaziken, but I'm not really scared because I have the sturdy plus heavy duty boots thing. So this guy can't really do anything to me, so I'm just gonna bring it in. Yeah, sure, whatever. Bring in your boy Blaze. Bring in your boy Blaze. You want SD up? Sure, you can SD up if you want. I'm just gonna roll your boy. He can knock me down to my stash, but I don't really care. He's lost his screen, so he cannot set the screens up again. Sure, you can do that. You can. Life Orb? No, not even a Life Orb. So, yep. Hello. So I can recover up on this thing's face and keep my everything intact. Yeah, so you can do that. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So, just gonna roar. Yep. He's gonna keep trying to set up, which is good for me. Bring in my boy Koko. He goes for the Fire Blast, which is fine. I bring in my boy Urshifu, putting in the work. So this is obviously choice specs, Rillaboom, and bring in my Mandibuzz so I can get off the nice defog. Yep. Oh, that is a lot of damage. Choice band as fuck. So he's gonna it's pretty slow, right? So I'm just gonna... It's pretty slow. So I can just bring in my Regieleki. Yep, I can bring in my Regieleki and just go for the Thunderbolt, unless he has Protect. Even if... I might even beat it at plus... Even if he protects, I might beat him. That is the funniest. Yep. Regieleki coming through. So this team looks pretty good, but this is not the best team to gauge. So I'm gonna keep Avalugg around, you know. I'm gonna keep it around for the Weavile. What does he go for? U-turn, and he brings in the... It's in the Weavile, okay. So I guess we wanna sack something here, right? Because we could... Yeah, we could bring it in and then sack the Hawlucha. And that's okay. I mean, we can sack the Koko. So Icicle spears me. Draga's at 100. So I'm just gonna click Drain Punch, yeah. Get rid of the Weavile, that's a huge threat. And now I can click Acrobatics on the Dragapult. If he chooses to be. He has no choice, he has to bring in the Drag. So yeah, so he loses there again. I mean, reverse. So it has a Pillar Swine. Oh wow, that is so interesting. Such an interesting looking team, I swear. So I lead off with the Koko. Taunt the fucking bug. Taunt the bug. Go for a nice light screen. Not that he can do much, so I'll just go for the reflect, yeah. And I can U-turn out. Oblivious, right? Or thick fat, I don't know. He probably goes for the stealth cocks. But you know what looks beautiful this match? Urshifu. He has literally no switch-ins. Even the Katana will take like a huge chunk of damage from this. Even the Katana takes a big chunk of damage. So he sacks the Galvantula. That's amazing. So that's the Galvantula out of the way. Shifu looks great. Even if he brings in the Katana, he cannot do anything to my Mandy or to my I don't need, yeah, sure, whatever, you can leave Blade up. I'm just gonna U-turn up. Even if he Swords Dances, he's not a threat. So he tries to get the burn on me, which is very smart on his end. I can go for the light screen. Does he have Toxic? I don't care if he has Toxic, really. Yep. Go for the U-turn again. I just keep bringing in my Urshifu on this thing. You know, as many times as you want, you can bring in your pillar. But I just keep bringing this thing in, and this time I click close combat. Oh, okay, so he gives me his pillow. So Urshifu looks insanely good this match. Katana does nothing to the Mandy. Brings in the Moltres. I can just now, you know what? He's gone because Avalugg, yeah, he's not gonna go for the fire move on the Urshifu. So yep, there we go. Heatran, not scared of you, boy. So I'll just body press. I'll give you this thing. I'll give you, yeah. That is fine. Now it's pretty much, it's over for this guy. I'm gonna U-turn out, get a slight bit of chip on this. Urshifu will take it, and I can surging. Why surge? I'll just CC. I'll just CC, boy. Even if you bring in your Moltres, I'm not scared. Actually, I'll just surging strikes, yeah. Yeah, because he would bring his Moltres in. Trying to, even if it burns me, that doesn't matter because, oh, it does matter, alright. That's okay. Brings in the Katana, I can just U-turn on that. Not really a threat. Come on, bring in the Katana, let's see what you got. I can even set up my Hawlucha on that. So he did try with his Mons, you know. With the Pillar Swine and this, okay, it does 48 a total. Oh, it does more. That's nice 50. Okay. Sucker Punch? Go for the Sucker Punch, obviously. Go for it. I'll give you Urshifu. I'll give you because I need to bring in my Tapu Koko. Go for the Reflect. And then I can taunt him. I'm giving you my Urshifu, take it. Go ahead. Click that Sucker Punch. Does he not have Sucker? That's insane. Why would you even use Bisharp without Sucker Punch? You wouldn't do that, right? Yeah, you wouldn't. So, looking good this game. Like, we'll have to play really bad to lose. We can even click Thunderbolt and win the game, but then he does have the Sucker Punch. Regieleki has shit defenses. So Avalugg is okay because it does have the roar with the sturdy plus heavy duty boots for the Magearna, and Magearna cannot take 2 Thunderbolts from this thing. Neither can it take a Drain Punch plus a Rapid Strike a close combat from Urshifu. So Magearna can only set up once at the most. So we have the big ice thing for that. So that is GG. I mean, I gotta give it to the guy for using You know, mons like Galvantula and Piloswine. I mean, I really respect that using mons like these in OU. So massive respect. I think he's just gonna oh no, he stays in. I thought he just like disconnected. So I mean, I could even foul play and get rid of this thing. But then he can bring in the heat churn and click eruption, and I have to sack this. And I don't know, something insane could happen with Katana. I just don't like trust that mon. So I'm gonna go for a reflect first. He probably goes for another SD, right? Because he not have taunt. He knows I have taunt, but then he's gonna SD up anyway because he needs those SDs to deal with my Mandibuzz. So he does not. He's gonna give me this thing. That is fine. I'll just light screen up too, and I can just taunt. Come on, knock out my Koko, dude. What do you not understand about knocking out my Koko? He's gonna keep doing all that. He's gonna keep playing all those games. So I'm just gonna bring in Hawlucha. I'm gonna bring in Hawlucha hard. He keeps going for the sucker punch. What's wrong with this guy? Okay, I'm gonna see if he goes for sucker punch once more. Now he goes for the iron. What a guy. He's gonna click Iron Head again. Yeah. I just did that for fun, like, to be honest. So I can get off Katana. That's not gonna take a Drain Punch. Plus I live whatever he goes for with the Reflect up. I'm like faster than Regieleki, 548 and 572. I mean, I don't need that much speed, so I'm just gonna make it 550. Right? I need 550. So that is 277, 276. That's good enough. I'll put some in my Spadef. I'll sub up to get rid of his eruption PPs. Oh, lava plume. Okay. That is amazing. Thunderbolt to win the game. The win comes to Regieleki. Didn't really need the crit, but yeah, whatever. So, getting up there again. And this team looks really interesting and fun because we have a very fun. Is this a PU mon? I don't know. So, okay, he also has a Regieleki, but this does not look like a sweeper. It looks more like a reflect and the fun stuff. So, yeah, it looks like that. So I'm just gonna lead off with my Urshifu because I can just get off a nice surging strikes off. Unless the Garchomp is the Rocky Helmet one, we look good. We look good with the Urshifu. So I was predicting the Landora switch in, the lead, Landora's lead, or the Regieleki lead. So he's gonna give me his Landora's first turn because he had to sack something because I made the play. You don't look like a volt switching. You don't look like a volt switch. Yeah, exactly. So he gives me his Regieleki as well. He thought he'd intimidate me out like with the electric type, but I know, dude. I know. So that is 3, and I'm into the 1400s with that battle, right? Yep, I'm into 1400. So this guy doesn't even have a what. So what's he gonna lead with? It's a really interesting looking team. I'm having a few connection errors. I don't know why for this recording thing. I'll probably have to get a new software. But then this was a pretty easy win where we just almost knocked out the Barraskewda with our Urshifu because of a good lead matchup, and the Barraskewda just killed itself with Flip Turn on the Mandibuzz. So that does bring us to the 1400s, which is, I mean, it's not great or anything, but at least it's a start, right? We scaled 1400 with this team on the first. So he's gonna lead off with the Rebombi. Is it faster? No, it's not. It's not. So do we let him get the webs up? I mean, even if he does, this looks like a Choice Scarf. This looks like Choice Scarf. No, he's not. So that's okay. I can just defog. He probably clicks Toxic. He does that. He's gonna boom on me. But am I scared of the boom? I am scared of the boom. So I'm gonna bring an Avalugg. Oh, he's the Stone Edge variant. Okay. That's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. So, Surging Strikes on the Rillaboom. It takes a buttload of damage from that. So we lost our least useful member, so that's fine. Yeah, whatever. That's not gonna do all that much. I'm gonna get rid of you. He's a very physically offensive team, but then we get rid of its grassy surge, which is a huge deal because he could have fucked us up by if we had to lose the electric surge. So we don't really expect Swords Dance, Earthquake, and all those shenanigans these days. So first I'm gonna Roost, yes, and now I'm gonna click Fall Play. I hope he's not Drain Punch. I hope he's Close Combat, so he gets that defense right. So I hope he's not CC, because if he's CC, I do live. Mandibuzz is such a beast. I mean, oof. Mandibuzz putting in the finest of work. This boy, Mandy, is like my, I don't know what to say about this guy. He's just insane. He's insane. So I'll give the kill to Cinderace because I don't want... Alright, he brings in the Ribombee. So I have to taunt him first. Right, I have to taunt him. No webs for him. And then I go for the light screen. I taunt him because I don't want him to get up the thing, what do you call it? The rocks. I don't want him to get up the rocks. Yep. Now we click Reflect. Like, Taunt is such an amazing move to have. And now I can even U-turn on this. Yes. And bring in my Hawlucha. That's not even doing much, so I can get up a substitute. Because it did, what, 21? 22. So I can get up a substitute here. Yeah, beautiful, and he gives me a Swords Dance. That's probably GG. Yep, that's probably GG. So I'm gonna Acrobatics, knock this out, and he gives me the perfect setup opportunity. But then, guys, let's not forget what Mandy did for the team. All right, this Mandibuzz is insane. I know he's gonna go for that. I know you're gonna go for that. So give me your Cinderace. He goes for the Moonblast, right? But I can knock it out with the thing, so I'll just go for the Drain Punch because he has the Moonblast, and we live that on 1%. Lol. This is insane. I'm just gonna give him my message, and he forfeits. But then he almost had me there. Even if he went for the Moonblast, because I could have just brought in the Koko, set up the terrain, and gone for this. I should probably keep Aqua Jet on this, because even with the, I mean, Zen Headbutt doesn't really do that much to the Toxapex. The physically defensive one does nothing. So I just keep the Aqua Jet for the priority. Yeah. This doesn't really do a whole lot to the Toxapex, so there's no point. Alright, so this team also looks pretty offensive, hyper offensive. That is hyper offensive at its best. So the best thing about this, he wants to get rocks up. I'm not gonna let him get rocks up. Nope, you're not doing that. I'm gonna reflect on your explosion or your U-turn, knock off. That's fine. I'll get off my light screen also. What do you have? U-turn, explosion, probably. Cinderace. So I U-turn out, and he goes for the fire move, right? Goes for the fire move. Oh, he takes my things. That's okay because I can Surging Strikes. He stole my screens, lol. That is nice, but then I do get the Surging Strikes off. And here comes Koko, my boy. You gotta love Koko, right? So, do I take the Thunderbolt nicely? I don't think. I bring in my Regieleki, regardless. I take one. I have to take one. Wild Charge, right. So, Rising Voltage should knock it out through the screens, but no. He almost... Oh, he does insane damage to me. Magierna. There we go. Nice turn for the screen to wear off. Nice. That is the biggest head con. the Magiana. You have no idea how nice it feels to see that mon die. There we go. Regieleki putting in the work. He'll have to knock me out. I let him. I let him do that. So yeah, he forfeits because he knows he can't break through my Avalugg. But then that was clutch. My boy Mandy, my boy Regieleki looks good. So we're almost at 1500. And I think 1500 is not bad for a fun team like this, you know. So this is one of the most standard OU teams out there. It's gonna be a fun battle. I mean, if we win this, we go a long way. He probably leads off with the Dragapult. He probably leads off with that. Or the Gengar. I don't know what he leads off with, so I'll just... But the best thing is he doesn't have an electric resist. So each time I bring in Regieleki, I get a kill with Rising Voltage. Because the only one that does not take the extra damage from Rising Voltage is the Mandibuzz. Because it's flying, but then it drops to any electric move, so that looks amazing. So I'm gonna go for the light screen. He can go for the poison move, that's fine. There we go. Does a lot of damage actually, but we U-turn out now. You need to save the screens around. So U-turn does a little bit of damage. Bring in the Urshifu. Does he go for Psychic? He goes for the Future Sight, right? So we go for the U-turn here. He's gonna bring in the Mandibuzz, obviously. He has to save the Slowking here. And Mandibuzz is not gonna take a whole lot. He's going to have to be super careful around my Regieleki. So let's see. If he's like super smart, he stays in. Because he knows that I'm expecting him to switch out to his Mandibuzz. So he stays in, goes for the Psychic. Now he doesn't have another Psychic move, so he goes for the Poison move. So I'll have to kind of sack my this Ice Beast. But I'll know that he's a pretty good player, so that's okay. That's worth the trade. It's basically a 5-mon team plus, so so screws up over there. And I get to click Rising Voltage. And that's not looking good for him. That's not looking good at all. Because this Rising Voltage is gonna do some crazy damage. And I take the Future Sight pretty well. I think I'll take 40 or 50% because of the screen. So the light screen. But he loses a mon right here. Yep, he loses a mon. I take the Future Sight. What? How much special attack does this thing have? I underestimated this thing. This is the 110, so even if it's modest. Shit, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. So I lose this game, but I'll take this loss because damn, that did some damage. That did some insane damage. My, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was insane, that damage. Yeah, bring in your Mandy. I get Parahaxed. That is fine. What does he go for? Defog? That's okay. I get Parahaxed again. Please don't have knockoff. Insane. This mon is crazy. I mean, this mon is like really crazy. So I'm gonna start setting up now. I mean, I could have brought in that thing and gone for the Surging Strikes though. I mean, I'm kind of screwed up after that Future Sight. I am really screwed up. I'm really screwed up after that. I'm not staying in, obviously, so. That did a lot. Bring in my Mandy. And I go for the U-turn. And if I get paralyzed, I lose the game. But he probably goes for the Future Sight anyway, so. Yep, he goes for that. And I can click Acro. Knock it out at least. Knock out this humongous threat. I've lost the game. There's no way I'm winning this because he brings in the Dragapult and Thunder Waves me. So, and this is the turn I get. Oh, I can live this. I can live this because he goes. I'll take the future side on my substitute. So, yeah, I'm gonna. Oof, oof. So I might win this game actually. That'll be pretty insane if I win this game. I mean, it's. I assumed I lost this. I'm gonna SD up on his face. I'm gonna SD up on your face, boy. And I can SD up again. If I click Drain Punch, I do 40. He deals 40 back. If I get another SD up, he does what? 60. I go for Drain Punch first. 54. So yeah. So I'm in this. I'm in this. I am in this. I might even win this game. So I think I click sub because he's switching out. He is switching out. He's not staying in. He's gonna bring in his Gengar or the Dragapult. Right? He's not staying in. Because he knows he gives me a lot of health and he dies. So he can't be staying in. He probably brings in Focus Sash Gengar. Tries to get the disable. Yes, yes, yes. Like I thought so. Just don't get disabled. So he had to switch out. I made that read correctly, and I don't get the cursed body. That's amazing. I go for Acro again, knock this thing out, and GG. I mean, yeah, GG, dude. I never thought I'd win this game. Wow, this is insane. So he leaves, and that is crazy insane. Wow. So I do win with this. Never thought I'd win this game. So I'm at 1500, almost 1500. I'm at 1480. So another win gets me to 1500, and that is pretty crazy if you consider this team. I mean, it's not really the best team. It just, and yeah, Hawlucha come in, and we are back. See, there's a Garchomp on this team, so that does not look very good for us. But we can lead with the Koko anyway, as he leads off with the Garchomp. So I'll just go for a Reflect because I'll take the EQ. He doesn't even go for the EQ. That's beautiful. I'm not take extra damage from that. He can go for the Scale Shot, the Stone Edge. He goes for the Scale Shot. That's not going to do anything to me. And I can Foul Play and just get rid of this thing. Unless he has Stone Edge. Oh. So he goes for that. So that's okay. Get rid of that immediately. Magiana comes in. I'll just go for the Defog. Yeah, you can do that. Go for Roost. Anyways, so sorry for the interruption, and I'm gonna bring an Avalugg. Please don't go for a move. Beautiful. So he does that, and I can just roar it out. So this is how this team works, like I said. So you just roar out things. Yeah, you roar it out. Don't let it set up, and pretty fast, but that's okay. I can just bring in my Mandibuzz and go for the U-turn. Magiana comes in. That is fine because I can taunt it up. Click taunt over there and click light screen. Spectre cannot do anything to me. I go for the Reflect. He can, I don't know what he goes for. Willow is fine, that's okay. I only have electric terrain for one more turn. I don't know if he brings in the Magiana or the what. Probably brings in the Rillaboom. Fine, so I can get some recovery, but I just do this, go out. He goes for the U-turn, right? Or the knockoff. Not the knockoff because there's no point. He's lost his Stealth Rocker. And there we go again. Do that. He can Grassy Glide. There we go. And yep, I bring in the Regieleki now. So I can go for 2 Thunderbolts. One that does 86, and one more. I still outspeed if I'm not wrong. Yeah, see, so that's the raw power of this thing. The what do you call it? So it is the You can knock off, but then that's not really gonna do much to you. So I'm just gonna let him knock out my Avalugg because I can recover anyway. Knock off, come on. I want you to knock me off, but he doesn't do that. So I'll bring in my Mandy now. Shadow Ball is 28, that's not good. So I'll bring in my Tapu Koko. He does that, that's fine. Go for a Sword Stance. I think I live one, right? I live one, come on. I don't, okay. So that's... Oh wait, that's not GG yet. Because I might outspeed, right? I do outspeed. Rillaboom comes in, and this time I sack Mandy. I don't even sack it, so there is still a way I can win this game. Hawlucha. And go for the U-turn. He swords dances, right? He swords dances, so he doesn't dance with the swords. Okay, I can recover. I live one, and if he lets me recover, then that's amazing because I can still win this with the. I can keep roaring till. I can keep roaring actually. Yeah, there we go. Knock me out, knock me out. I want you to knock me out. I can just Thunderbolt and win the game. Yeah, just keep doing that. I'll keep roaring. Keep roaring. Yeah. Unless he's like Choice Scarf. If he's like Choice Scarf, he's won the game. If he's not, then I've won the game. So he's not. I win the game with Regieleki. That's insane. That is insane. Yeah. So we get the win. That was an insane battle. I mean, that is the part of Regieleki. So this is a rain team, okay, with the Swampert. So I'm not really scared of the Swampert, dude. I'm not. I mean, it's annoying, sure, but there's really not much it can do to me. He's not clicking Earthquake. He might even fear the Grass Knot. He might fear the Grass Knot, so yeah, he goes for the Cox, just like I thought. Yeah, flip turn out, flip turn out. Run out of here, run out. Tremble in fear, boy. But, I mean, this looks good. Hold up, there's a lot of sound in the background. Let's get rid of the noise. There's people in my house all going whack. Goes for the seismic dust. He can keep clicking seismic toss, I don't really care. He has a Slowbro, so I will bring him the Urshifu just as a. That's okay. I mean, that's absolutely fine. Bro comes out just like I thought it would. That gives me a chance to. What do we do? I think we go Hawlucha now. Go for the sub. Got a lot of screens for a few turns, so he can't do anything. Even if he goes for the future side, whatever, I can play around it, so do what you want to do. Teleport out. Cool. I'll get a free Sword Stance now. An absolute free Sword Stance. And Acrobatics should knock it out at +2. And I've also got the defense. It doesn't. That's really interesting. So I'll Drain Punch and get some health back. Still at plus something. He goes for the Scald, right? So I'll just stall out the rain with a sub. I'll stall out the rain a bit. Yep. 62, he goes for that. And I mean, that's okay. Click U-turn. I can't do that. So I've stalled out his rain entirely, so that's fine. I stalled out his rain. So now I click. Nah, I wait, I bring an Avalugg. Yep. We can trade like Toxics if you want. And body press for some damage. That's not gonna do anything. What's the threat on his team? Rillaboom? Not scared of anything. I'm gonna click Toxic on you. Well, that's not nice. That's not nice at all. But I can still bring it in on something, I believe. I've got 2 Toxics off and I'll just click Defog. It's fine by me. Ah, shit. Shit. Slowbro comes, the Swampert comes in. Only this thing had Toxic, man. Should I keep Trick on something, you know? With the ring target? Just for that one man? I don't think I can do anything to this team, you know? Yeah, that is the problem. I mean, you can't do anything to the Swampert. How much does the Swift do? Shall we calc it? Let's calc it. We gotta keep Swift on this. Right? We keep Swift. I mean, is there any other move that this thing learns? Swift, yeah, it learns Swift. It's Hyper Beam though. Yep, just like I thought, so I'm gonna click U-turn again. I could have taken this out, god damn it. Because he didn't have the rocks up, right? He didn't have the rocks up. So I definitely misplayed over there. Definitely misplayed. Oh, you choice specs. So we've got Swift and let's go for the Swampy. Swift does 20%. That's... Nah, I'm not even modest, I'm jolly. Not jolly, what do you call it? Modest. Timid, I'm timid. Yep, I'm timid. Let's give it Hyper Beam. What does that do? 40. Not much. I fucked up, man. Fucked up. So there's no way I win this game, right? There's no way. Because could win with the Regieleki, but Swift will do only what, 30%? I can click CC, but he just switches out to the Swampert, the Slowbro. So there's no point. Yep. I could have a lot more utility if I had something else, but then it does deal well with the Magian as we just saw in the last video, right? So it does. So I'll just read off with Regieleki. Why not? I can just get a free volt switch on whatever. I even outspeed if he's choice scarf. I mean, that's the power. So I'll just Thunderbolt. Even if it's choice scarf, I still outspeed. Yep. That is the power of Regieleki. I mean, even if it's choice scarf, even if it's teeny choice scarf, so that's an instant win right there. So just trying to get to 1500, you know, just to see that number, because I don't really play that frequently. I play for fun, and I like experimenting with like fun teams. I do play like almost every day, but it's not like I don't spend my whole time trying to get into the 1800s or something. It's more for fun. So this thing is, again, it's a screens Regieleki. It's not an offensive one because it doesn't have any support, you know, and ground type's absolutely destroyed, so it doesn't have any. It's not what I'm fearing. This is also defensive Landorus, I think. So I'll lead off with my Koko. Go for a U-turn. Because he is offensive. That's not what I was thinking. Aqua Jet will take it out. Let's see if he gives me his. Yeah, no. How does it live that? It's not supposed to live that. It's not supposed to live that. God damn it. It's not supposed to live that. I mean, God damn it. I mean, it was really not supposed to live that, dude. Yeah, you can boom on me, but no way, man. No way. 26. What the? What? Melmetal. A special Melmetal. Oh, it does have 80. That's respectable. That's respectable. So still a way I win this, right? Because I do have this thing. But I did not expect it to live a choice band Aqua Jet from the Urshifu. 67. How much did I do? Comes down to a speed tie. I probably lose. No, so he was not the. He had other investments in his team. No wonder. Come on, Regieleki, show your power. Lele, right? Come on, boy, show your power. There we go. So 328. And I think I can foul play to win. Or if he's Roost, I'm fucked. So I'll Toxic first. Can go for the Quiver or whatever. Goes for the Giga. Okay. I can go for a Body Press to get some damage off if he lets me. He does that. He's not Swarm, is it? So it does 80. So I click Roost first turn. And he just haxes me. He haxes me. He gets a crit. So I would have done 60. I would have roosted up. I would have come back to 80. He haxed me. But that's how the game works. No hard feelings. But it really does suck, man, because, I'd get this. I totally understand. I mean, not living the next one. It does 60 anyway. I would have lived had he not got either of those. The special defense drop and the crit. I mean, if he didn't get both of those, I mean, what's the chance? 1%. 1 out of 100 times that happens, but... GG, but then... In my mind, I'm at 1500. In my mind. I was at 1482. I would have got around 20 points and I would have been at 1500. So, yeah, in my mind, I'm at 1500.